Hi folks, and welcome back to the Outdoor Vigilantes. This week we're going to be out in the deer woods.
We got some scrape lure by Bean Creek. What's that do? It lures the bucks in here. Makes us think another buck's scraping on their scrape. And this is filled with pee, buck pee, so I spray it all over the place and makes it smell like another buck was here. Awesome. Let's kill one.
Alright, well now we're back out in the deer woods with Brian, Herron, and his son Jayden. Now Jayden's a young man we watched grow up, and his dad's been teaching him how to shoot and how to hunt, and he's been quite impressive in front of the camera.
So on our way here, we saw a nice big scrape. We've walked past it a couple times, just going around it, not thinking about anything. But today we brought our Bean Creek, it's a scrape lure. So far it's done us good. We haven't really done much with it. We just sprayed it on by a trail camera, and we thought we'd bring it over here and spray it on the scrape. Hope it'll bring the bucks in, and might even be able to get a buck tonight. Wish us luck.
Jayden is after a deer they call Shorty.
Now you know this hunt's kind of special because Brian and Jayden, they put in the time. They'll get out and they'll pattern these deer. They'll get game camera pictures. They'll make a hit list of the ones they want to take out. They try to stay on these deer and they get it done. A lot of times they'll get it done archery, and if not, they follow through with the rifle. Well, this particular buck, they've nicknamed Shorty. They've got game camera pictures, as you can see, of Shorty. They've had close encounters of him during deer season, during the bow season, early bow season. He's come into their food plots. They've had close encounters, but they couldn't get it done. Now we're to late gun season. Here they are up in a tree stand. They've got some does out in front of them. Let's see what happens. Well, after these does leave the field, it's been a little bit, and Jayden decides he's going to try to hurry up the process by rattling. So he does a series of rattling, and then he gets the grunt call out from Bean Creek Outdoor Products. Son, they sound like no other. And he blows on the old Bean Creek call. And let's see what happens. takes not long, and old Shorty, he makes his debut.
Now, I don't know if you've seen any of our shows in the past with Jayden behind the rifle with a big buck out in front of him, but I've got confidence that this deer is not going to make it across this field.
Well, now at the moment of truth, things are starting to happen. Brian sees it, says there he is. Jayden can't get on him. Jayden gets on him, and now Brian's not on him with the camera. The wind's whipping. Jayden's getting excited. He's a kid. He's wanting to take the shot. Brian's trying to keep him calm. Things are about to get exciting.
Ma!
Outdoor Vigilantes, brought to you by these fine sponsors.
Alps Outdoors, Oak Grove Archery, Final Step Cover Scents, like you were never there, Big Piney Taxidermy, bringing your trophy back to life, Rick's Seamless Guttering, Miller Glass of Rolla,
Shootability, accuracy, over 340 feet per second, the impulse, from Elite Archery, the world's most shootable bow. Trusted by the world's top professional archers. Shootability without sacrifice. Speed without compromise. The impulse. Shootability accelerated by Elite Archery.
Why listen to this when you can listen to this? Leave your cares behind and relax on the Upper Merrimack float at Blue Springs Ranch. Whether you choose a raft, tube trip, kayak, or canoe adventure, you will find that escape from you were looking for. Experience the great outdoors at Blue Springs Ranch with floating, horseback riding, and even a 3,000-foot zip line. Choose basic camping to full housekeeping cabins. Call Blue Springs Ranch or reserve online at vacationbsr.com.
Alps Outdoors, a brand you can trust to bring you packs designed with a dedicated hunter in mind, when quality, durability, and a comfortable fit are as important as landing your next trophy. Whether you're hunting elk out west or turkeys in the Midwest, Alps Outdoors has a pack to make your quest more successful. Versatile, modular, practical outdoors packs get you where you need to go everywhere, every time. Alps Outdoors.
Now, while they're trying to scramble around and get this on film for us, Shorty, he don't have no clue what's going on. He's got one thing on his mind, them does. And he's getting across that field, going to get over there to where he saw them girls. Well, luckily, that's what he had on his mind, because he don't see them scramble around in that tree, and they get set up, and Brian tries to stop Shorty for the shot for Jayden, and the wind's so strong, he has to do everything but toot the horn on the truck. As you can see, he's screaming and whistling, and finally gets Shorty to stop.
Ma!
Well, thank goodness, as usual, Jayden was on the business end of that gun. He let it rip, made a good shot on old Shorty, and it doesn't look like he's going far.
Yeah. He's down. I don't see him coming out. His rack's in the ground net.
Is it? Awesome, buddy. How about that? How about that? You just said 10 minutes ago, I'm going to kill him tonight.
That was awesome.
That was awesome, buddy.
That's when you know God's responding to your prayers right there. He interrupted my prayer. I'm praying for Grandpa over here. I'm praying for myself. Hunt of a lifetime, I was saying.
That's awesome, buddy. Way to go. Way to go.
Well, they didn't have to go far from where they last saw old Shorty. He laid down right there and expired. What a buck, what a memory. I tell you, old Jayden, he's already scored on several big bucks, and who knows what the future holds for this young man. And Brian, great job behind the camera.
Man, I just took a big buck down. I was literally sitting there praying, staring at that woods, praying for Papa and praying for me to get a buck. And I got interrupted my prayer. I saw that buck coming through there. I'm like, big buck, big buck. He comes popping right out of there, walking all the way across the field, lip curling, grunting, giving us a ton of action. I laid the hurt on him. He didn't go but 60 yards. He's laying there right there in the field.
He's a good buck.
Probably my second biggest buck, if not my first.
It's awesome. Good job, buddy.
Let's go get him.
Let's go.
Find our buck. We waited about 5 minutes, but we know he went down right there, so we told Grandpa. I just laid the hurt on one, told it his turn. So we're gonna be listening for shots for Grandpa, and we're gonna get ourselves a buck. Stay tuned.
We haven't found any blood.
Oh my God.
You see him? Is he down?
Big buck right there.
Good job, buddy. Oh man. What a hog. What a big buck, buddy. Nice job.
He dead?
Yeah, I'd say. I hope. Okay. Yep, he's dead. Awesome or what?
Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that.
look at that,
Look at this big boy.
Good job, Brian and Jayden. Way to stick to this from beginning to end. You showed us the game camera pictures, the early season bow encounters, all the way through to the rifle season where you were able to take Shorty. Good job, guys.
Look at that.
This is Jumpy or is this Shorty?
It's Shorty.
That looks like Shorty.
Yep. What do you think of that big buck, buddy?
This is my second biggest buck ever.
Heck yeah, good job.
I don't think he quite does spike though, does he?
He's nice.
Yeah, he's a big buck.
He's a nice buck, buddy. That's awesome.
And we have tons of trail cam pictures of him. We've seen him around here. He's all over this area. Now he's gonna be on my wall soon here.
That's right.
Join my little collection.
Awesome.
Shorty down.
Shorty down.
I'm Jayden Herron, and this is Outdoor Vigilantes.
Outdoor Vigilantes, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Elite Archery, the world's most shootable bows. Bean Creek Outdoor Products. Blue Springs Ranch. Legacy Wildlife Products, what will your legacy be? Yokelman Sons, dump trucking and excavating. Nick's Gun and Pond.
Browning has been the best there is in guns and accessories since 1878, and Browning Camping is no exception. When in pursuit of the next trophy, when failure is not an option, when your endurance will be tested, when your performance level can only be the best there is, you must have camping gear that will ensure that you're protected, rested, and ready for tomorrow's hunt. So get outfitted for your next adventure with the gear that is more reliable than anything else on the market. Best there is, period.
I started this mineral lick about a year and a half ago with just OV mineral, and just starting this out in the middle of a pasture where I know big bucks frequent. The does cross here. It's a natural crossing. They come out here. They're not scared. It's kind of a safe area for them. They've got CRP all around them. And as you can see with this mineral site, how much this has helped the deer, but not only helped me locate where the deer are coming from, where they're going to, and that's only going to equal success in the future.
Absolutely. Now this is an amazing mineral site. It's dug out 3 foot by 6 foot deep, and I'm looking at this thinking, how do I get one like that? So if any of you guys want to know how to do this, how did you start this hole?
Well, I got with our host Cody Lucas. He created this mineral with not just killing in mind, but actually the health of the herd. He wanted something that was going to help all aspects of hunting. So he gave me this. He said, try this out. This is my own mixture. It's in the testing phase. So, you know what? I'll give it a try. And here we are a year later. This is going to be our 3rd or 4th application in this hole. And a year and a half later, we have this big of a hole. We have numerous pictures of big bucks, does, fawns. Every deer in the area is coming to this lake.
And this is an exciting time of the year because this is when we really get to see these bucks. They love coming to these licks, especially early. Before September, they'll just come in there and nail it, especially with their antlers growing. And you'll see them in velvet. They get all these velvet picks, these awesome bucks. And it's important to have this out all year round as well.
Well, here we are back out in the deer woods. It's me and my wife, Rachel. I'm pretty blessed to have a spouse that likes to hunt as much as I do. And well, Rachel doesn't get much of a chance, and she knows how much that this show means to me. So she goes out a lot and helps me video, and when she can, and with the kids and everything, it's tough. So we're out in this ground blind, and we've got some deer coming in, and things are starting to look good. Well, folks, it's Christmas Eve. And believe it or not, my wife and I are out here together doing what we love the most, and that is muzzleload hunting. We're over here on a friend's farm that's got a lot of big bucks on it, and a ton of does. I mean, the doe to buck ratio is absurd. It's just crazy. So we're going to try to fill the freezer up tonight. Probably going to be the last night we get to muzzleload hunt because there's a big front coming in this weekend. 100% chance of rain for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, so the end of muzzleloader is going to be over. And of course, tomorrow's Christmas and we got family coming in, so today may be it, so wish us luck. Oh yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Get some footage of him. Now this first little buck, he comes through, and I'm not about to shoot this thing, and I look down and there's one bigger in the field coming through, and I told her, I said, if that deer there comes in, I'm going to try to get a shot. And we didn't really get any footage of him. We just seen him way over in another field. Now all of a sudden I see a buck coming in, and Rachel sees it, and she says, boy, what I do to shoot that deer? And I'm thinking, well, I don't know. It's not the one that I seen over there, I don't believe. And we're scuttling around in here, and she says, boy, I'd like to shoot that deer. If you're not going to shoot it, I'll shoot that deer. So I'm like, all right, fine. So we swap around, and I got the camera, and I'm trying to get everything settled in, and it's just utter chaos in this ground blind. And she throws that rifle out the window, and the deer's coming up, and she says, I'm going to shoot him. And next thing you know, she cocks a hammer back on that old smoke pole, and, well, you'll see the rest.
Well, everything kind of happened real fast here. Cody's trying to find this deer in the brush, and he's got parts of the blind kind of messing with him there. It's kind of one side or the other. He doesn't know where the thing's going. And I think Rachel was maybe just a little bit trigger happy too. But we did get the kill and everything on film.
As you just saw, I just shot a nice 8-pointer. We waited a little while for the light to go down a little bit more because there was a lot more coming in. So we're going to go out and see if we can recover the steer, and hopefully I'll have a tag on a nice big 8-pointer.
So we finally got out of the blind, and we're going to go see if we can get this big guy. I kind of rushed the shot a little bit, so I'm hoping, but I'm not sure if Cody got it all on film. A little bit excited. Cody did hear him pile up not too far from us, so we're hoping it won't be too far before we come across him. I'm all excited to go get him. Let's go see if we can find him. Well, folks, here he is. He didn't go but yet 30, 40 yards from behind the blind. Cody was right. We jumped out of the blind to come find him. Almost tripped over him as we got out. This is wonderful. Of course, as you saw in the shot, I kind of rushed it a little. And to me, he's great. This is my first buck muzzleloader season, so it really means a lot, especially with it being on Christmas Eve. Tomorrow is my birthday, so I'm all excited about getting my first muzzleloader kill at Christmas. So we can't ask for anything better than that.
Well, folks, we hope you enjoyed this week's hunts. You know, it don't get much better when you can get out there and get these deer on the ground and bring it all to you guys to see. And it's something we live for. So we hope you enjoyed it, and tune in with us again next week and see what we've got in store for you.